G'day viewers. Well, hey, it's totally fucked up Friday. And Australians will get that reference. Yes, I'm going to talk about the totally fucked up blackface humour on the Hey It's Saturday revival. Quick recap for people who don't know around the world. Hey It's Saturday was a kids show in Australia in the 70s and 80s. It was on Saturday mornings. Inexplicably, it got turned into a prime time show on Saturday evenings. It was family variety. And if you want to know what that is, that's like entertainment so bland and outdated, it makes people who were scared of The Simpsons feel comfortable. Anyway, it was mercifully taken off the air about 20 years ago, but there was a revival this week. 2 one-off live specials, sentimental reasons, I suppose, and of course a lot of the people behind the show really think it deserves to come back. And by about halfway through the second of these revival specials, they'd probably pushed their odds of a revival up to 80–90% likely. And then they did a spoof of talent shows. There was a talent show in Australia called New Faces. They had their talentless show they called Red Faces. People would come on and do really dumb things, although some of them had genuine talent. And they were revisiting some from 20 years ago, and including these people whose idea of humour was to boot black up their faces and put on gollywog wigs and dance to a Jackson 5 tune, because that's humour! Now, airing this has had the hilarious, and for the thick as pig shit producers of this show, unexpected result of causing a furore around the world and calling Australians generally racist, the people on the show racist. Harry Connick Jr., who was a guest judge on the show, was freaked right the fuck out and made them apologise to him on air, said you'd just be off the air if you did this in America, gave them a 0 score, and everyone's going, gee, what are you so uptight about? You just don't get our sense of humour. To be completely honest, the context in Australia is completely different to the context in the US. If you were going to do a silly gollywog blackface dance on US TV, there's almost no other motivation apart from you're deliberately trying to insult black people. See, in Australia, it's not quite like that. We don't deliberately insult black people, we just don't give a shit about them. So it never occurred to someone to go, wait, if you do this really outdated racist parody stereotype, make all black people look like bumbling buffoons, wow, is someone going to get upset about that? It never occurred to me, because I don't give a fuck about black people! Feel free to take any of those quotes out of context and make me look bad. I don't give a shit. So yeah, as hard as it may be for some people to understand, the sketch, specifically the show generally, Australians generally, are not overtly racist. They're just blithely racist, not realising that being such a fucking asshole is actually offensive to people. Have to admit, I kinda like how this is wrapping up my themes for the last week. It's what's racist and what isn't racist, and is all publicity good publicity, all wrapped up into one. I guess time will tell. Maybe if Hey gets a revival, it proves that publicity is good and the TV station's willing to back them on it. But we'll wait and see on that. Just quickly to wrap up, in case you didn't know, a little clip of mine got used on both CNN and Channel 7 in Australia, and probably other bits, from the video I did a little while ago about NASA bombing the moon, because the mission is actually happening about now. They're running stories, and they used clips from YouTube, including me. And a lot of people have said, did they ask your permission for that? Well, no they didn't, but they haven't technically done anything wrong, because I do tick a little box when I upload to say it can be syndicated to TV. But you gotta love the irony of them just using those clips. But if I were to put a clip from that show on my channel to show, oh look, I was on TV, the clip would probably get taken down and there'd be a very real danger of my channel getting suspended. And that's just one more example of why I hate what these bullshit media companies do with copyright these days, because they just totally abuse it. They want it all for them and nothing for us, and quite frankly...